Hey, welcome to new episode of He Said with me, Jackie.
And me, Alize. We were once known as Welcome to Warp Zone.
Hey, did you know that Smash Ultimate is hosting the biggest tournament ever in 2025 with the world's best player attending? However, despite the level of competition, the prize pool is actually $0. Here's why. Japan's gambling laws regulation. Because players must pay an entry fee to compete, the tournament is classified as gambling under this regulation. Domestic player pay 3,000 yen, which is around 20 US dollars, while international player pay 4,000 yen, which is around 27 US dollars to participate. To keep the tournament open to everyone and comply with the law, organizers need to set the prize pool to nothing. So that's why, if you didn't know, now you know.
Good God.
It's really like a bragging prize, I guess, and a trophy.
And a trophy.
I hope you get a trophy. If not, this kind of sucks.
Trophies aren't enough.
Trophy is not enough.
No, money, a house, a car, sponsorships, a job.
You know the Pokemon Unite tournament, they have a trophy. That trophy is kind of nice though with the Pikachu. I mean, I wouldn't mind to have that. It's like one of the collectible, you know?
Okay, if we won the Pokemon Unite trophy, I hear you.
Maybe Smash Ultimate is a Mario trophy. I also don't mind.
Are you good at Smash?
I never played.
You never played Smash, but you want to get the trophy.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. How's your week, Alice?
My week has been up and down. I have my car back,
Ooh.
so that's been nice.
And it's 100% fixed.
No, it's not 100%. I still gotta do some stuff, but it drives. It drives. And how was your week? You eat like twice a week or something, right?
Yeah, yes, everyone know that I eat one day and then the next day off and stuff, right? But today I had a pot neck with tomato sauce with rice, which is like a leftover from last week, basically. And I microwave it because I haven't finished it and I don't want to waste food. And then at nighttime, I got a bowl of yogurt and I got some Brussels chips, 2 blocks of chocolate. Like not the whole block, but like mini block. Like, you know, horizontal block. So yeah, it's quite a lot, eh?
For you, apparently, it's quite a lot.
You know, sometimes you just have that craving that you just suddenly want to eat, and then today I gave in. So yeah. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's one type you would never date? I want to say again, but since you only date one girl, so I cross out the again. But yeah.
Geez, one type. So I've been watching Married at First Sight Australia.
Ooh.
And like one girl that's a trad wife. I don't think I could do a trad wife in any capacity. So like trad wives or traditional wives, they like, very traditional values of gender roles and shit like that. I don't know if I could do that in life.
Why is that?
How do I say that? I want someone with an open mind in life. Just sticking to values because. Or maybe I don't understand her reasoning, but yeah, like the whole men do this, women do that is not exactly my first choice for in dating pool, I'd say.
So you prefer someone open for threesome, that kind of open mind?
No, that's not what I mean. No, I just mean like open to men can do dishes and laundry, and that upset her and stuff. That the guy wanted to do the laundry and stuff.
Oh, I have no problem with that. If you want to do laundry, then do your laundry.
No, but she doesn't want that. She wants to be the one that does the laundry and does the cooking and does all that stuff.
That sounds fantastic. I don't know why you complain about that.
Because it's kind of fucked.
I don't see the problem. I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. I don't think I can date a sport person. You know why? Because I actually met some professional sport person. It's kind of like a self-centered person. For example, tennis player, which is like a one person kind of sport in your own team.
Yeah.
And well, I cannot say for all, but some of the players, they only think of themselves. They don't do team players. So that's why I kind of have a problem with that because I actually interacted with some of those sport person and I found out this is how they are. Like some of them may not be considerate, like how other people feel because That's how they train as a single sport person.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense.
That's one of the person I don't think I would date. Not everyone is like that, of course, but just based on the people that I met, sport person is kind of having that issues or effect on me.
Interesting. So, but don't you do like sit-ups all the fucking time and shit?
Yeah, but it's not a sport. I mean, I wish it's a sport to compete, but it's not.
But don't you think like your fitness vibe would attract 40 people? Aren't you kind of like asking for it at this point?
Yeah, I mean, if they date another sport person, I guess they have something in common or they understood each other. But for me, because I'm not in that group or circle, so I kind of not really going for that for myself.
I'm just saying. Okay.
They are attractive, don't get me wrong. Is someone you more consider as a one night stand than a long term relationship?
Interesting.
What else?
Someone that's probably very religious.
Oh,
I'm not religious.
that's a good point, actually. So religious, right? But would you date a married person?
No. How the fuck am I gonna do that? They're married.
Well, like separate, married with the past tense.
Oh, like they're divorced. Well, question if they have kids and stuff. I don't know if
Oh,
I
what
could.
if they do?
I already don't want kids. It feels unfair to them when they have like, a kid that needs someone that's gonna be a role model and shit like that. I'd have to be in the headspace that I'm like, okay, yeah, I can be a dad. But I don't know if that's where I'm at in life. Can you look through like past someone's flaws when you're like into them?
Yeah, if they have a big dick.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. Because you're a strict guy, right? Would you choose someone who have like really female features? That's that no, but the intelligent is the opposite.
No, I don't think so. I think I need to be able to connect you. Like there's a bunch of pretty people and I'm not like chasing people and shit like that. If you don't really have any substance to you, whether you're a boy or a girl, you gotta have qualities that physically, and then emotionally and like naturally attract people. It's not gonna attract everyone, but it will attract like someone. There's so many different things that people could possibly be attracted to that aren't physical. You know?
Yeah, if it's for physical people, then I would suggest you just do one night stand instead of a long relationship, just to satisfy that. What you said is kind of get to my next point is I cannot date someone who is opposite my political components.
Your political view.
Yeah, opposite of my political views, yes. Because especially now, that is very difficult for me not to get angry if I talk to another person who has the opposite view of my political stand.
Like, I think similarly, I'd say I prefer someone who aligns with my like principles and views.
Yeah, that's better put it. Yeah.
But I'm open to problems that I've like problematic things that I've been or said or done,
Yeah.
and I'm open like learning to be different. And I want someone who's also open to that, or at least opens my eyes to those things. That's also, no.
When I think about it, I don't have a problem if I date someone who have a different religions, but political point of view is kind of different for me. That's how I feel. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Mm.
So at the end, just date whatever you feel happy and treat you right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, what's new in celebrity shit?
Quite a few this week. You guys remember 8 Miles with Eminem and Anthony Mackie at the final rap battles? I need to say I didn't know it was Anthony Mackie until recently I looked at that clip. Did you know that Captain America was in 8 Mile?
Oh, Chris Evans was there. No, I didn't know.
No, not Chris Evans,
Oh,
Anthony
you mean
Mackie.
Oh shit. That's funny. I still think of Chris Evans as Captain America. Yeah, no, I knew he was in there.
Oh, I didn't know until recently. So Eminem played Jimmy Smith Jr., which is aka B Rabbit, while Anthony Mackie played Papa Dog, the leader of the Free World rap group. At the final rap battle, B Rabbit destroyed Papa Dog by rapping about him, revealing that Papa Dog's real name is Clarence. He went to private school and his parents are happily married. On the March 11th episode of the Pivot podcast, Anthony Mackie talked about during the day of filming that final rap battle, Eminem came up to Anthony and told him he needed something on him to use. The two ended up talking for about 2 hours, with Anthony sharing stories about his life. When it came to the moment to film the rap battle, as B-Rap is starting rapping about Papa Dog going to private school and all that, Anthony realized Eminem's freestyle rap wasn't just about Papa Dog, the character. It was about Anthony Mackie himself. So that's a fun fact about 8 Miles behind the scenes. That's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
The movie, which came out in 2002, was Anthony Mackie's big screen debut and also Eminem's first movie. One of the most famous songs from the film Lose Yourself became a #1 hit and even won the first ever Oscar for Best Original Songs. So there you go. I kind of like 8 Miles at that time. I kind of miss Brittany Murphy in the film. Let's keep the fun facts going. Vanna White, who's the co-host of Wheel of Fortune since 1982. Vanna White ran on Elvis Duran and the Morning Show, which is my favorite radio show on earth. She revealed that she filmed about 34 days a year. That's it. And they filmed 6 shows a day. So basically, she needs to change 6 different dresses a day. And she gets 331 days off a year, which sounds fantastic. I thought. But the show, each season, I think it still lasts for a whole year. So they kind of separated and stuff. A while back, Buck reported that Vanna has not received any pay raise for about 18 years, and TMC later reported that she negotiated a substantial pay increase, and with a 2-year contract in 2023, which keeps her on the air with the show through 2025 to 2026 television season. With her new deal, she was reportedly making $3 million per year. Vanna worked alongside Peck St. Jack for 42 years. Then Peck retired Wheel of Fortune last year, and now Vanna is co-hosting with Ryan Seacrest. Wheel of Fortune is currently in its 42nd season. Can you imagine you earn $3 million per year just to work 34 days a year?
Yeah, that's the dream, Jackie. That's the fucking dream.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Vanna White, I'm not saying it's easy, but she just kind of like stand beautifully and then press a button to letters on TV and you earn $3 million per year.
Hey, she earned that money, okay? It don't matter how.
I wish I Vanna White. Next is Wendy Williams was taken to Lenox Hill Hospital in New York on Monday, March 10th. The NYPD was called for a wellness check at around 11:15 in the morning after Wendy placed a note in the window of her 5th-floor room at Coachella, an assisted residential facility. The note read, "Help, Wendy." Police responded and transported her to the hospital for evaluation. According to TMC, Wendy underwent a capacity test during which she was asked 10 questions to determine if she was alert and oriented. Wendy answered questions correctly, with the results showing that her mental capacity is fully intact. The reason Wendy was at Coterie was that her court-appointed guardian stated in her court filings that Wendy is permanently incapacitated due to her diagnosis of frontotemporal dementia and aphasia. Wendy has been staying at Coterie at the past 8 months. According to Wendy's guardian's lawyer, she was free to come and go from the facility as she pleased, no restriction placed on family visits. And yet on March 12th, when Wendy's niece Alex Benny took Wendy out for dinner at an Italian restaurant, Coterie called the NYPD and filed a police report claiming Alex invaded staff by taking Wendy's out of the building. The thing is that Wendy cannot leave the 5th-floor memory unit without an attendant pushing the elevator button. Furthermore, TMC reported that attendants actually accompanied Wendy's and Alex down to the lobby and even opened the door for their Uber for them to get in. Judge Lisa Sokolov, who is handling Wendy's case, says she is having trouble for hiding Wendy and ordered that Wendy be moved to a new facility with tighter restrictions. The judge has also repeatedly warned Wendy not to speak to the media, though she has not explained why. In an email to Wendy's lawyer, Judge Sokolov said, "Tell your client if she wants a jury, she should refrain from trying to poison the jury pool." Wendy also appeared in the documentary via phone call last month, TMC Presents Saving Wendy, where she said that she is staying in the memory unit against her own wishes. Memory units are typically designed for older individuals in their 80s and 90s who suffer from memory loss. These facilities help prevent residents from wandering off and often have trained staff to provide assistance with daily activities. However, Wendy described the memory units as suffocating. She explained that she eats lunch and dinner in her room, doesn't eat out, and there's only a bathroom, a closet, and a TV in her room, which she finds depressing. Wendy has insisted that she is capable and mentally sound. Wendy has been living in the facility memory unit, and she continued to fight against the restricted conservatorship. She was placed under in 2022, hoping to escape this abused guardianship. And that's my this week gossip.
Jeez.
So next we're gonna have newcomers. Alice is gonna talk about gaming. Newcomers first.
Alright, newcomers. So, several notable video games were released this week between March 10th and March 16th. Starting with Centum, which was released on the 11th of March. It's on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. It is a point-and-click adventure, psychological horror visual novel. So this point-and-click adventure game combines various shifting settings and art styles. Players navigate an evolving in-game computer interface, making choices that influence the unreliable narrative. The game features multiple endings based on player decisions, so if that's your cup of tea. Wonder Stop also released on March 11th. This came out on PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. It's an adventure game, a cozy tea-themed adventure game that invites players into a tranquil world filled with exploration and discovery. Then there's Maliki, Poison of the Past, also on the 11th of March. It came out on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. Also an adventure game, and this adventure game delves into a gripping storyline challenging players to uncover secrets and navigate complex scenarios. Macho released on the 13th of March on PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S will be releasing later this year. It's an action game offering engaging gameplay mechanics and immersive experiences for players seeking dynamic challenges. And then, of course, there was WWE 2K25, which released on the 14th of March for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. Obviously, a sports game, introducing a comprehensive roster of over 300 wrestlers, including superstars, legends, and Hall of Famers. The game features new modes like Underground and Bloodline Rules, along with an expansive world exclusive to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, offering quests, challenges, and multiplayer capabilities. I just wanted to talk about some of the more remarkable games of this month in terms of sales. Notably, Monster Hunter Wilds stands out as Capcom's fastest selling game, having sold over 8 million units within the first 3 days of its release.
Whoa.
Right. In the United States, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 led the sales charts in January, followed closely by Madden NFL 25, you see, those sports games,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and EA Sports FC 25, also sports games.
Okay.
And of course Minecraft. Okay, and one game that we'll be looking ahead for this year is Grand Theft Auto 6. It's highly anticipated and it has projections suggesting it could become the greatest and highest grossing video game upon its release later this year.
I'm not looking forward for the Grand Theft Auto. This sounds fun.
Have you played any Grand Theft Autos?
No, but
All right.
this one stand out for me because of they kind of keep promoting it and you keep hearing news, so it's kind of attract you to play, you know?
All right. Well, that's my newcomers, and I'll catch you again for gaming news.
Yay! So next is gonna be TV and movie newcomers. Amazon announced that starting March 10th, you can stream season 1 of The Apprentice on the US Amazon. Subsequent season will drop one per week on Monday through April 27th, with a total of 7 seasons rolling out. The now US President Donald Trump is featured in it. The show ultimately aired for 15 seasons, season 1 to 6 and season 10 as The Apprentice, and 8th season as The Celebrity Apprentice. Donald Trump hosted every season except the final one, which was hosted by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Next, there are 2 people announced to be joining the HBO DC series Lanterns. The first person is Nicole Ari Parker from And Just Like That. She will play Jon Stewart's mother, Bernadette, in the series. The official character description for Bernadette reads, "Formidable and tenacious, Bernadette refused to give up no matter how insurmountable the odds. At her core, she is a fearless, protective mother who has worked her entire life to ensure that she and her family will not be passed over." The second person is Jason Ritter. He will be playing Billy McCone, the son of William McCone, who does whatever his father asks. He's a handsome and charming man, and Billy's ego is completely dependent on his family's reputation. You can catch Nicole Ari Parker in the upcoming season And Just Like That, which will debut later this year. Jason Ritter will also appear in the upcoming season of Poker Face. I'm gonna keep the comic TV series momentum going. Some viewers caught an Easter egg in a recent episode of Daredevil Born Again. In episode 3, during the courtroom scenes, Matt Murdock and Kirsten are working to prove Hector Ayana's innocence after he was falsely accused. To make their case, Matt reveals Hector's secret identity as White Tiger to the jury, aiming to show that Hector isn't a cop killer but a hero in the community. Matt and Kirsten cites various police reports that highlights Hector's positive impact, mentioning officers like Ryans, Wong, Morales, and Grant, all of whom back Hector's character. This isn't the first time Miles Morales' family has been referenced in the MCU. The first mention dated back 8 years to Spider-Man Homecoming, when Tom Holland's Spider-Man encounters Aaron Davis. Aaron is the brother of Jefferson Davis, aka Jefferson Morales, which is Miles' dad. In Marvel's comic, Jefferson is known to have legally changed his name to Jefferson Morales later on. Daredevil Born Again officially debuted on March 4th, drawing 7.5 million views within the first 5 days on Disney+. This marked it as the platform's biggest streaming debut of the year. And I still haven't watched it yet. Okay, one last bit of comic-related news. Lucas Hanks, one of the actors set to appear in the upcoming Spider-Noir series, has brought us some details about the show. According to Lucas, the series may release in 2 versions. One is in black and white and another in color, giving us a different way to watch the show, and Nicolas Cage will play as Spider-Noir. While the premiere date for Spider-Noir hasn't been announced yet, the show will debut on MGM Plus before making its way to Amazon Prime Video later. And next, I'm gonna talk about teasers and trailers. The first clip from the live-action Snow White remake is out. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the 2 lead actresses, and I've heard very good things about live-action Snow White actually. The first teaser for The Life of Chuck is out, starring Tom Hiddleston, Mark Hamill, Matthew Lillard, and Karen Gillan. The Life of Chuck is scheduled to hit theater this June. For trailers, a new trailer has been released for The Ugly Stepsister. It is a reimagined version of the classic Cinderella tale with a horror twist. The trailer looks amazing. The story follows Elvira as she battles against her gorgeous stepsister in a world where beauty is supreme. She goes to the extreme measure to captivate the prince and takes a ruthless route of competition for physical perfection. Gunslingers with Nicolas Cage and Heather Graham is out. Movie is coming out on April 11. Devil May Cry, an animated Netflix series based on the video game franchise trailer is out. Premieres April 3 on Netflix. One of my favorite show on TV, Hack Season 3 trailer is out. It will be a 10-episode season, premiere April 10th on Max. Then one episode a week for 4 weeks. Episode 7 and 8 debut at the same time on May 15th, followed by the episode 9 on May 22nd. And season finale will be on May 29th. A documentary trailer for Stanley, the final chapter, is out. The documentary is about how Stanley was exploited by his former business partners for financial gain. This documentary was made by John Bolojek, who worked closely with Stanley during the last 4 years of Stan's life. Currently, this documentary is in Kickstarter for funding. Poker Face Season 2 Black Mirror Season 7 Your Friends and Neighbor with John Hamm, live action of Lilo and Stitch, and Freakier Friday trailers are all out. What's on right now in theater? We have Black Bag, Novocaine, The Day the Earth Blew Up, The Last Supper, and Borderland are all out in theater. Video on demand, we have Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League, Almond, Riff Raff with Jennifer Cooley, Ed Harris, Gabriel Union, Lewis Pullman, Pete Davidson, and Bill Murray is in it. In Amazon Prime, they had debuted a recap of The Wheel of Time ahead of the season 3. Taylor Perry's Duplicated starring Kate Grant is out. On Netflix, we have The Outrun, The Residents. On Hulu, we have Anora, Odessa, Good American Family. Paramount Plus, we have Happy Face. On Disney Plus, we have Daredevil Born Again Season 1 Episode 4. Peacock, we have Wicked, The Hunting Party, Suits LA, The Voice Season 27, Episode 7 is out. HBO, we have Sing Sing. Others, we have Lady Gaga is on Las Culturistas podcast on March 12th, so it's already out. Friends spin-off Joey is officially streaming. The official Friends YouTube channel posted the first 2 episodes, Joey, making it the first time the show has been available to stream online since its debut over 20 years ago. This week, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco will be on Hot Ones. You can tune in Thursday to watch Hot Ones with Selena Gomez and Benny in it. Never Let Go on Stars, starring Holly Berry, Matthew Kevin Anderson, and Stephanie Levine. iHeartRadio Music Award on Fox, and I think you can stream it on Hulu as well. ABC, we have The Rocky. CBS, they have FBI. On Bravo, we have Below Deck Down Under. The last one is Sunrise on the Reaping. The latest installment of the Hunger Games series is now available, telling the original story of Hamish Abernathy. And that's my newcomers for this week. And I'm really looking forward to read the Hunger Games latest book. Gaming news. Let's say, what do we have for this week?
In gaming news, a look at Fragpunk, a first-person shooter roguelike. Full of vibrant colors and unlimited replayability, Fragpunk offers a new combination of shooting your opponents with some really fun abilities to gain during your rounds. From buffs to your own character, and guns to debuffs to cause your enemies to teleport back to their spawn spot. You'll never have 2 games that feel the same. There are more than 150 cards that empower your experience, and a familiar feel to Valorant with 5v5 format, so like many MOBAs. This new take on some beloved genres may feel as if you're cheating at a game, and the best part, you're allowed to use these cheats. Grab your copy for free on Steam and Epic Games. Then Bitcraft coming to early access soon after 3 successful alpha test phases. A hexagon-based crafting MMO that allows players to specialize in their craft and join major kingdoms to be a part of. From taxes and high levels to satisfy those that love a numbers game, to intricate designs in clothing tailored to your skills, Bitcraft presents a world of rich nature and fun tasks to point and click your way through the world. explore the massive world if you dare, live on your own in a log cabin, surrounded by a forest if you want. Bitcraft caters for any fantasy you wish to live in your favorite biome. Watch out for early access May 29th, 2025. So, hey, just after my birthday. With an entry price of $30 on Steam and their native launcher of the same name, you can look forward to that if any of that piques your interest. A review of Split Fiction on PC and Split Co-op came out. Recently, Split Fiction released on consoles and PC, and it has been blowing up the internet with players happy to finally see a fully baked game on release day. Split Fiction takes on a co-op experience of two writers that want to be published and land up living their stories that they wrote in the past. Two unlikely characters to get along and are forced to experience each other's stories. One loves fantasy, the other loves sci-fi, and along the way they both learn to appreciate their differences and form a bond over learning their intricate writing styles. If you love floating through space and riding dragons, you'll love running, jumping, and dashing through these narratives that have fun puzzles, smooth mechanics. With an average of 12 hours of gameplay, you can grab a couchmate and spend a few evenings exploring vibrant worlds with entertaining stories. And no need to worry about pesky PC crashes, because probably anyone could run this. And that's gaming news.
And honestly will lead us to topic of the week.
Alright, so this week's topic of the week, we'll be talking about the Pokemon Unite new patch notes. It's the Assault Break Part 2 patch notes. So this update will be happening on the 19th of March. So for us, that will be in a couple hours. Right, in this update, there are new held items, the XL Bracer and Drive Lens. These will be available only on the 3rd of April. So you still have time to, accumulate whatever resource you need for that, coupons or whatever. So the XL Bracer stats at level 30 give you a 15 attack and cooldown reduction of 4.5%, which is finally a cooldown item for physical attackers. This increases your attack when you knock out a Pokemon from the opposing team and increases by half when you assist in knocking out a Pokemon from the opposing team. So, geez. And then the Drive Lenser stats at level 30. This gives you a 24 in special attack and 4.5 in cooldown reduction. Watch me put Energy Amp, Drive Lens, and Shell Bell on my Pikachu and just have cooldown of like almost 20%. It's gonna be crazy. This also increases your special attack when you knock out a Pokemon from the opposing team, and increases by half when you assist in knocking out a Pokemon from the enemy team. So these are cooldown items, which why is cooldown becoming a thing? Especially with the 500 map where you can get that 10% cooldown reduction booster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like imagine the Talonflame that is just flying all the time.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so annoying. So, balance update. What do we have?
All right, with the balance update, starting with Gyarados. Bounce is now going to give you a shield of 30% increase of from what it was. And its Unite move, Dragon Current, the movement speed increases from 30%, 45%, 65%. Because as it swims under the map, it gets faster and faster. Now it's going straight to 45%, then to 55, then to 65. So its max is still going to be the maximum speed it was, but the chase on this bitch. Yeah. So their reasoning for Gyarados, Bounce often let Gyarados vulnerable while charging, which I guess, but but it makes up for it with the damage bounce does in the AoE, the area effect where it crashes, making it difficult to execute effectively without catching opponents off guard. I was caught off guard a lot, but okay. To improve its survivability in such situations, the shield amount has been increased. Additionally, Dragon Current frequently fail to hit due to opponents escaping during the charge phase. To address this, its movement speed while charging has been increased, making it easier to close the gap and land the attack. So, what speedsters were getting away from Gyarados, so they just made Gyarados faster. Next, we have Leafeon, which is getting a buff. Um, its stats, it's getting the defense penetration, which is the new kind of stat that some speedsters are getting, or eventually all of them will get.
I don't understand what is defense penetration.
You know how Silk Spoon ignores some special defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is like that. Naturally, they ignore some of it. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
So it's going from 0 to 60, from level 1 to 15. Razor Leaf is getting a buff. Damage while the leaves return to you. So if you know how the move works, you shoot out the Razor Leaf and it makes in a cone, and then you can run away a little bit and reposition yourself, or just pull them back. And when you pull them back, they can also hit people on the way back, like Mjolnir. This damage is increased by 10%. Okay, so Leaf Blade is also getting a buff. The movement speed reduction effect. So when it hits an opponent with Leaf Blade, you were reducing their speed by 30%. Now you're reducing it by 40%. I can see the combo with slow and then Solar Blade. Next we have Zero Aura, which is getting buffs. Its stats, its basic attack speed is going up, getting a 7.7% increase. And its wild charge, so the move where it dashes in a straight line and then goes off the map and slams you in for like 67% damage. That's getting a cooldown from 9 seconds to 8 seconds, so that's gonna be fun.
Does it matter for 1 second, do you think?
Oh, will it matter? I don't know. 1 second is better than nothing, I guess.
I guess so.
Also, note Zero Aura already had defense penetration from 0 to 80, from level 1 to 15. So no changes have been made there, in case you didn't know. And Pikachu is getting buffed.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I love it. I love the little man. I think he's trying to keep up with a Alolan Raichu that's coming. Are you gonna do Alolan Raichu, then I do Pikachu, and we just Pikachu lane all the time. So Pikachu's defense is increasing. So usually you'll have 35 defense all the way to 175 at level 15. And now you're getting from 35 at level 1. At level 15, you will have 240 defense. And your special defense is also increasing, where you would have from 27 to 135 from level 1 to 15. Now you're getting still from 27, but all the way to 200. So Pikachu's getting a little bit thicker.
I don't know. He's kind of weak in combat, I need to say. I mean, in terms of defense.
Oh, in terms of yeah, he doesn't last long, I guess.
Yeah.
Vault Tackle is also getting a crazy buff. When you had 30% for 2 seconds after landing, now you have 60%, and it decreases by 10% for every 0.5 seconds. So you'll get a little bit slower till about 30%, and then it will end. So from when you land from the move, you'll move faster, 60% faster than you usually move. So it's like almost speed.
So you can run away faster.
Yeah, but your runaway is gonna get slower every half a second.
Half a second is just like what I just asked you. Does 1 second make any difference?
It does in this game. In this game. 20 seconds is an hour, my guy. So half a second is 5 minutes. It's slapping me for 5 minutes. Look, man, they just want Pikachu to be a bit more speedster-like. Get in, get out, and run away. Comfy's getting a buff, which no one is happy about, but The buff is Sweet Kiss, so no one gives a fuck anymore. Sweet Kiss is not the typical move you'll use on Comfy, but it does give you a shield. The shield amount when attached to an ally is now increased by 20%. And Sweet Kiss Plus, so the upgraded form of the move, the movement speed increases from 30% to 40%. So if people will probably use Sweet Kiss now, but yeah. Greninja is getting a buff slash nerf, which we weren't. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Um, Greninja's HP is increasing from what starts at 3,000 and ends at 5,152 is now going to start at 3,000 and end at 5,420. Water Shuriken is getting a nerf. The healing is decreasing by 25%. So Water Shuriken is when he shoots out, the Shurikens in a row. That used to heal quite a bit. Now it's gonna heal a quarter less, I guess. Oh, and even though Suicune was just released, Suicune is getting its first nerf. Whirlpool is getting a cooldown from 6.5 seconds to 7.5 seconds. Ice Beam is getting move recovery cooldown from 5 seconds to 6 seconds, so that's 1 second on both those things.
They always do that, isn't it? Like when it's first pushed to Pokemon, when everyone spent gem on it, it's like OP, and then suddenly when it's free, they just nerf it.
Well, I think it's just they receive feedback and start seeing if it's imbalanced.
No, they just want money.
Ah, Jackie. Speaking of nerfs, let's continue on that trend. There's Edgeslash. Wide Guard is getting a nerf. Its shield is decreasing by 15%, so that big shield anyone would use Wide Guard for is getting a little bit smaller, but it's probably still a massive shield.
Last one, Psyduck.
Oh, such a cute Pokemon getting a nerf. The Surf is getting a cooldown of 7 seconds, which was 6 seconds. And Bubble Beam is also going from 6 to now 6.5. I don't think these are going to be super meaningful, but it's unfortunate. It's like the third nerf this guy's gotten or something.
Yeah, I don't get it, because he's not that strong anymore and still does a nerf. That's crazy.
And then we can say there are some bug fixes. Fixed an issue where Miraidon's parabolic charge caused the cooldown timers of Charge Beam and Electro Drift to display incorrectly despite being reset. So that is what we can look forward to in a couple hours, Jackie. Are you gonna hit me with that music?
Yes, music. First music news. On March 15, Iggy Azalea posted on X alleging that Universal Music Group has failed to pay her royalties outside of the US throughout her career. She claimed they owe her millions of dollars in back pay, with the total amounts now in the 8 figures range. Iggy also revealed that Universal Music Group attempt to settle the matters with a payout of $18K, which is far less than what she believes she is owed. As a result, she and her lawyer are taking the case to court. This isn't the first Universal Music Group has faced allegations withholding royalties. Previously on our podcast, we mentioned that Limp Bizkit also accused the label of failing to pay their earnings, citing issues a software system failure that prevent artists from receiving their royalties. When we hear about it, we will let you know. Second news, Rick Springfield recently went for a prenatal whole-body MRI scan, which revealed that he has brain damage from a fall he took on stage in Las Vegas back in 2000. During that concert, he fell 25 feet, hit his head, and then a piece of wood came down and struck him. Right after his head hit the stage again, at the time Rick thought he has only broken his wrist, but the recent scan found out he has brain damage from the accident. He is now working on ways to address it. Rick shared the story about his dad who died from not knowing his condition. He thought he had a stomach cancer for years but never got it checked out. One day, Rick's dad collapsed at home, and later they found out it was an ulcer that had burst, causing him to die from blood loss. Rick said it would have been fixed if his dad gotten it to check out. So this is a big message for Rick, he said. If you want to live longer, you have to prepare for some bad news now and then. On March 11, Billy Joel took to Instagram to announce that he is undergoing physical therapy under the supervision by the doctors. While he didn't disclose the specifics of his medical condition, he revealed that he was postponing some tour dates to focus on his recovery following surgery. The stadium tour was originally set to kick off Saturday in Toronto with Stevie Nicks also on the bill, and 9 of his summer concerts will proceed as planned. Some of Billy's rescheduled concerts included shows in Detroit, Rogers Centre in Toronto, Anfield Stadium in Liverpool, and Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. For more information, please visit his official website. And lastly, Ariana Grande Eternal Sunshine Deluxe was released on March 28th. It featured 2,000 copies of vinyl variant and signed CD, both of which sold out within minutes, which is a pre-order thing. Ariana also co-directed a short film, Brighter Days Ahead, tied to her upcoming album. This marks Ariana Grande's direct debut. Ginny and Dua Lipa new music video Handlebars is out. Sunset Boulevard by Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco debuted on global Spotify with 1.38 million streams. For concert news, Rebecca Black announced that she will be joining Katy Perry's The Lifetime Tour as a musical guest. You can visit Rebecca's official website to see the specific dates she will be performing. Lady Gaga announced that she will be performing at Singapore National Stadium for her Mayhem concert on May 18, 19, 21st, and 24th. For more details, please visit her official website as well. New music came out this week. For singles, we have The Giver by Chaperone, Sunset Boulevard by Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, FUFN, which stands for Fuck You For Now, by Jade, Still Bad by Lizzo, Smoke the Pain Away by Calvin Harris, Rhythm of Love by Frankie Grande, which is Ariana Grande's brother, My 45 by Coco and Gene Carter, Hot Boys by Little Nas X, Love Me to Heaven by Jonas Brothers. For albums, I Am Music by Playboy Carti, My Name Is by Say My Name, and 5 by Divindo. And that's my music news for this week.
Hit me with the rapid fire.
Rapid fire, we start with Stream. The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series is $4.99. On Nintendo eShop, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge is $16.24. Wise Origin is $5.99. Wonder Boy The Dragon's Trap is $5.99. Monster Hunter Stories is $19.99. Ace Attorney Anthology is $35.99. Artists, we have Dragon Age The Vanguard Deluxe Edition for PS5 is $699 at Nexus Hub, South Africa. Mega Man 0/ZX Legacy Collection is $8.02 via Gamergate. Xbox wireless headset is 1,899 Rand. You can save 600 Rand for this deal at Nexus Hub, South Africa. Twin Peaks The Restaurant Season 3 HD Digital is $9.99 on Apple TV. Complete Original Series Season 1 and Season 2 is $12.99. Attack on Titan Season 1 to 3 Steelbox Blu-ray are $39.96 each on Amazon. Complete Harry Potter hardcover box set is $116.83, which is a $110 discount from its original price. You can find this deal on Amazon.
Alright. In free, Die Young is free on Indie Gala for a limited time. And new free games on Steam: Shoujo Warriors, World Series of Poker game, All a Bug, and Obscura. There's also Phoenix 2, Split Fiction Friends Pass, War Robots Frontiers, and Dwarf's Delight. Mortal Shell is free on Epic Game Stores. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is the next free title as well. Then on Prime Gaming titles, there's Wall World, Siberia the World Before, Endling Extinction is Forever, Dark Deity Complete Edition, and Beholder 3.
And final thought.
Dating advice from people who you don't trust is some of the worst shit ever, I'm sure.
And I also want to add, there are one type you will never date is someone who manipulates you. So don't date those people.
Yeah, manipulation.
And if you haven't watched Bad Bunny for Calvin Klein commercial, do yourself a favor and watch it. You are welcome. We really want you to do Bad Bunny things too.
Oh my gosh.
Until then, we will see you next week, hopefully.
Thanks for listening in.
See you next time.
Every time's gonna make me what you want. Burning time's gonna make me what. Every time's gonna make me what you wanna. Oh. Every time's gonna make me what you wanna. Cutting down's gonna make me what. Every time's gonna make me what you wanna. Oh.